Welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to do a quick video on Silent Hill F on the PC. If you're like me, I found this game to be way too blurry using DLSS quality or FSR4 quality. Basically, the quality mode as standard with this game is 1440p. So what I've done is I've installed OPTISCALER, and we now have the quality mode as DLAA or FSR4 native AA, so we're not using it as an upscaler anymore. And I've also installed a hardware ray tracing mod, so the Lumen reflections and indirect lighting, or the GI, it's now hardware based, so it's more accurate. So I'll just show you what the performance is like. We're on a undervolted 4090 here. If you look at the top left, you can see it's maxed out, but it's only pulling under 300 watts. The card can go to 450 watts under normal circumstances, but you can see with everything maxed out with the ray tracing, native 4K, we're only getting 48 frames a second. This is as low as where I can get the frames to drop looking over in this direction. It's not as bad playing the game, but I'll just show you what the hardware ray traced reflections look like as well. They are an upgrade for sure on the software that comes with the game as normal. But yeah, so 4K, you can't really do it on a 4090. You might get a few more frames, but you're just going to be using a lot more power. So what I've done is I've changed the quality preset. So as I said, quality is DLAA now. Balanced is now 1800p, and performance is 1440p. So our lowest preset here is matching the quality preset that comes with the game. So if we have a look at performance maxed out with hardware ray tracing, there we go. Yeah, so I can notice a difference with that in terms of image sharpness. 1440p. I think it's just there's too many filters in this game. Just doesn't quite do it for me. It still looks good though, but it's just too soft an image for me for a PC. So I think we're going to go for the balanced, which is DLSS 4 1800p. Balanced. There we go. So we're just 58 frames a second here, and this is as low as I could find where it goes, because you're looking into the distance. The indirect lighting is a big hit here. But yeah, I think this looks almost identical to the 4K DLAA mode 1800p. I'll just show you the reflections here. You can see where the pop in for the reflections happens there. That happens pretty much the same whether it's on high or epic. Yeah, looks pretty good in my opinion. So I'd play it this way, maxed out 1800p. You could also just turn down from epic to high the hardware ray tracing, and we can go back to native 4K, which is quality by OPTISCALER. So we get a little bit more sharpness, slightly lower quality reflections, there's barely any difference in them, and the indirect lighting. Go over here, look across here, see what the performance is like. Yeah, so slightly worse than 1800p maxed out, so 4K really is difficult. You could definitely get 60k or 60 frames a second if I didn't undervolt the 4090. So you do have options. If you can run hardware ray tracing, even on a 9070, this works okay as well. I'd probably stick with high ray tracing on that, and I haven't really noticed any difference with the direct lighting other than maybe the fog. So if you have a look at the building there where the light is flashing, you can see where the fog is and what details you can make out. And if I change the hardware ray tracing indirect lighting to epic, it seems to be a bit more foggy. I'll change it back to high. Yeah, so it's a bit more foggy on the high than it is on the epic, but you're really just nitpicking here. So you have lots of options. I'm quite impressed that the hardware ray tracing is doable on AMD on a 9070 that I have, and it works pretty good on the 4090, which is heavily undervolted here. So yeah, if you're thinking this game is just too blurry for you, I do highly recommend installing OPTISCALER. Go for the hardware ray tracing mod as well, for the absolute best, the best that you can get. And that's it really, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed it, hopefully it's helpful. You can download the mod at Nexus Mods. It's just called the Lumen hardware ray tracing mod at Nexus Mods. Very easy to install, it comes with instructions. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you for the next one.